Mr. Pavlo Susko is also from Ukraine, but he speaks on behalf of the European Conservatives. Pavlo.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The right to family is one of the priorities for children. This issue is relevant for Ukrainian unaccompanied children who moved to European countries because of the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine. No doubt member states formed an effective system, but it was noticed that some difficulties exist. Unfortunately, we don't have data on whether all Ukrainian children who are on the territory of the EU are currently reunited with their families, other legal representatives or not, or at least have information about their location. How can the Committee of Ministers with Office of Secretary General assist Ukraine in exchanging data on unaccompanied children with receiving countries to ensure the child's right to a family? Thank you.
Thank you, Pavlo. Mr. Minister.
Thank you very much for that question. And again, we're all shocked and horrified by all of the victims of Russian aggression, but particularly children, including this week. And we saw harrowing photographs of children being educated on the subway steps in Kyiv, and obviously some died as well. I'm very proud in Ireland. We have over 10,000 children in the education system from Ukraine who've come this year. I want to thank our teachers for that. We have over 50,000 Ukrainian refugees that come to Ireland. But there's no question that the reception conditions of both adults and children from Ukraine and their access to the services that they're entitled to are regularly discussed indeed by the Committee of Ministers, including in exchanges of views with the Special Representative of the Secretary General of Migration and Refugees. And I fully agree that special attention must be given to undocumented and unaccompanied children who are obviously at greater risk of becoming victims of violence, including sexual violence and trafficking. And indeed, I have, and Minister Coveney has as well from Ireland, and indeed other ministers from other member states, we've visited reception facilities, not just in our own countries, but in other European countries as well. And I think that that's very, very important. Now, the Council of Europe has adjusted its cooperation projects in Ukraine to address the needs that have been expressed by the authorities, and this work is underway. We hope that we can support Ukraine in upholding the rights of children in Ukraine and those that have left. And this is of the highest priority for us in Ireland. With regard to protecting children, particularly from sexual exploitation, I know the Lanzarote Committee has done some work on that this year as well. And we're going to continue working on this as the highest priority, to have this war ended and to have this refugee crisis ended as well, because at the moment, coming into the winter, it looks like it could be a difficult situation as Russia continues its aggression. But I think all of us will certainly do everything we can to support you, to support your refugees, and particularly child refugees as well.
Thank you, Mr. Minister.